if you know who Mark Ruffalo is, a lot of you do. Mark Ruffalo, of course, plays the Hulk in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He actually is quite a talented actor, which is a problem because he is very annoying as a person. He is very, very political. He's very, very sanctimonious. And he got basically caught red-handed a couple days ago posting these AI-generated images of President Trump, supposedly on the Lolita Express.
Despite the fact that from what I've seen, the Epstein documents exonerate Trump of allegations that he ever went to Epstein Island, I saw this fake news going around that says Trump headed to Epstein Island, 2 different flights, 2 different groups of little girls. Not his daughters, not his nieces, not something Republicans even care about. He can rape, steal, try to overthrow the government. This is their American dream. Hashtag vote blue in 2024. And below it are these 2 photos that look like Trump on a private jet with a bunch of girls that look to be 12 to 17 years old. And they are AI generated, folks. But Mark Ruffalo didn't know that in his geriatric brain. He said, gross. MAGA wants to paint everyone on those flights as pedophiles, except the one guy who smiles in a group of young girls, all headed to Epstein's fantasy island with him. My bet is there are some decent Republicans left in America that may think this is going too far. Then when he got called out, he didn't really even apologize for spreading this fake news. He blamed Elon for the fake news existing in the first place. He said, sorry, folks, apparently these images are AI fakes. The fact Trump was on Epstein's plane and what Epstein was up to is not. Be careful. Elon's ex and his allowing so much disinformation here is driving the value of his app down by 55%. Then he linked to Business Insider.
Which is funny, too, because if anything, the community notes have been, for a lot of people, a godsend in dissecting fake from real in a lot of cases. Though I do think people might get a little bit liberal with the community notes sometimes.
Well, the community note linked to a fact check from Lead Stories that says Trump Epstein photos with underage women not authentic. They're AI generated.
And very clearly
You can
fake.
put them through this Hive moderation AI generated content detection tool that says they are 99.9% likely to be AI generated through Midjourney.
Yep.
That would have taken you 2 seconds to find that out. They don't even look, they really don't look real. Just
this one is the fakest of the 2, is the one on the right is very clearly fake.
Well, also the one on the left looks like Trump in more recent years, which wouldn't make any sense because this is supposed to be from the 90s and the 2000s. But yeah, they don't have real faces. I guess that people in Mark Ruffalo's generation just don't have the ability to sniff out like images that are AI generated at all.
We watched the Kevin Spacey thing the other day, and I eventually had to watch the whole clip on full resolution on YouTube before I was able to see some of the shadowing mistakes and the problems with it. So I also like this. I did spend at least some time on Saturday on Twitter, and the J6 discussions were absolutely insane. And I think it makes people a little nutty. You know, politics makes people very, very stupid. I think it makes people very, very easy and quick to, like, everyone should have that part of their brain where when you're about to post something that you're really strong, you feel really, really strongly about, especially if you're reposting something, what you need to do is stop for a second. Look again. Like, this is happening.
Save it in the draft.
This is happening so much now with like staged videos. Like, we're seeing so many videos.
Yeah.
There was one I sent you over the weekend that actually got deleted where I was like, this has to be staged. And these are all over the place now because what we've learned is that there's now 2 decades worth of content creators and engagement farmers who have all of this evidence about what really gets people angry. What really makes people go crazy. And one of those things is politics. And one of those things especially is Donald Trump. But for celebrities, it's like, look, they're the ones who are always talking about misinformation. They're the ones who are always talking about limiting speech. Like, you should hold yourself to the same standards that you want to hold everyone else. But they're not willing to because there's something about this dude that really, really just bypasses
really
that part of
activates their almonds.
It does. It does. It bypasses their rational thinking brain and puts them, like, they're never saying, wait for more evidence when it comes to him.
Right. Yeah. Also, I saw another photo getting circulated that has Donald Trump seated next to Epstein on a couch with two women on either side of them. It's also AI generated, but even more obviously, because in this one, Epstein is sitting right next to Donald Trump and doesn't have legs.
Yeah.
His legs aren't in the photo.
Just think about this.
It would take you 2 seconds to analyze this a little further and realize that it's fake.
Yeah. Dude, like when I was thinking about this, somebody posted this graphic the other day. It's like 1 week into 2024, and this is all the stuff that's happened. Like aliens, Epstein, like all of these things have already happened. And you're like, this election's going to be bad. But the next one, all of the technology will be more sophisticated. All of the algorithms will be even more easily manipulated. We are screwed by the time 2028 comes around.
I don't even want to think about that right now.
Like with these
but the other day, I realized, I was like, oh, it's an election year.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, that's what people are saying. Like,
Interesting.
But not just that, guys. This one really, speaking of grinding someone's gears. So apparently there is a petition being done to remove Donald Trump's star from the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
This is from an activist named Andrew Ruddick. He said, what city in America should be honoring anyone who attempted a coup against the United States? It's as simple as that. And if you think it deserves honor, you should be able to defend every statement that this man has made. It got a whopping 4,200 signatures since the petition started.
The crazy thing about it is I was looking at it, apparently nobody's had their star removed from the Walk of Fame. So Bill Cosby, still on there. Harvey Weinstein, still on there.
Interesting. I haven't seen any petitions.
Kevin Spacey,
about these other people.
Still on there. Like all of these people are. I don't know if Woody. I went to look up Woody Allen. I'm assuming Woody Allen is a star on the Walk of Fame, but I don't know. But like all of these celebrities still have their stars, and it just really makes you wonder what is it like. Look, they're still calling it a coup. And Mark Ruffalo is just one of those people. He's just a symptom of the overall problem, right? It's not just him. It's the Rob Reiners of the world that are just insufferable. Like a lot of times I don't even like covering the more overt, like we could do a lot of videos on celebrities that just say crazy stuff about politics, but to me it's not really all that interesting because it's just the same boilerplate talking points. Like when we were talking about Martin Sheen, that was at least a little bit interesting because they're like, was there an email? Did he actually want to support RFK? But no, he actually supports Biden. That's at least like a little bit interesting. This stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be glad when the Trump era is over because it's grating.
Well,
and it
might not be over until 2028,
and it's just never ending and stuff like that, right? So after he said all that, it just makes me like the people had a lot of comments where they're pointing out that how easy it is to disprove these images. So somebody says, dude, you're sharing clearly fake AI pictures. I don't like Trump, but he was one of the first people to go to the police about Epstein and was the only one that worked with prosecutors. Making politics out of a child, you can read that word, is disgusting.
Well,
both sides do that too, right?
I don't know if this is true, but it was also reported that Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago when he heard allegations about him, probably before the rest of the public did. Another said, your entire acting career is CGI. How do you not recognize fake images?
Yep.
Good point. Oh, they also AI generated an image of Hulk on a private jet with young women in the replies too.
That would be a way funnier version of those stories is Hulk smash. Hulk goes and saves Hulk goes to Epstein's island to save the kids. Mm-hmm. That's what the actual story should be.
So according to the Epstein court documents, one was asked about Donald Trump. Did you ever massage Donald Trump? No. I have to ask, but did you they asked if they'd ever seen Donald Trump at Jeffrey Epstein's home. Not that I can remember. On his island. No, not that I can remember.
Thank you! Woo! Thank you, guys. Let's go!
Thank you, guys.
Let's go! Let's go? Did you see somebody said there was a meme going around that says, let's go is just Allah Akbar for white boys?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. It's true.
I feel so basic. I feel so basic.
The same impulse that leads people to want to remove historic monuments of Robert E. Lee or other historical figures is the impulse behind wanting to remove this star on the Walk of Fame. And I don't think it's going to happen.
No, I don't think so either. Not
There's no precedent for it.
With 4,000 signatures.
Yeah, no. Who would even do that? Who's in charge of?
They're like, how do we remove? You know what they do? You know what they do? They give Dylan Mulvaney a star on the Walk of Fame. And they just drop it on top.
I guess they would need Gavin Newsom to give it the okay.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.